So, Buckshot Raptor. Now, this guy increases the crit damage on shotguns, and it's absolutely crazy. You can just turn an okay shotgun to something crazy. Let's just look at his perks. So he has Critical Blast plus increases shotgun critical damage by 225%. Now, that is really, really high. On the, I believe, what's it called? The Stalwart Squire, you can get to 680% crit damage, which is absolutely crazy. Now, what is the build I've gone for here? We've gone for Preemptive Strike to increase our damage against those full health enemies. We've got Locked and Reloaded, so every time we reload we get a 15% damage buff for 5 seconds. And that works very well with pellet-based shotguns, so you can empty the magazine, shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot, reload, and it just keeps working like that. You're constantly getting that extra damage buff. We have Shell Shock just to increase the overall shotgun damage by 17%. We have Survivalist just to keep us alive, because we're going to be close quarters the majority of the time, so we will be taking melee damage quite a lot. You want Survivalist Jonesy is a must on this build in my opinion. You're really going to want him on here just to keep you alive. Explosive rounds, just so every 6 eliminations it blows them up. Why not? It's really cool. And then Fight or Flight. I'm just going to use Warcry when we can to try and get additional damage. So I'm going to get into a mission and let's just see how good this guy actually is. So we're in our Twine Peaks mission. Now there's only a few shotguns I'm going to use with this build. I'm not going to use every single shotgun I've got. So the ones I'm going to hopefully get some gameplay on: the Pulsar 9000, the Vacuum Tube Shotgun, my favourite shotgun in the game, probably this one, is the Double Boiler. I really enjoy that. And then finally, if I can remember where it is on here, the Ground Pounder for fire when we come against nature enemies. But let's just see. Oh, one we needed, water. Look at that combination of a good shotgun. Oh, it's just so good. I've included the Vacuum Tube Shotgun in the ones I'm going to test out for 2 reasons. One, because, well, it's in my backpack and I want to use it up. And 2, because it actually does pretty low base damage. But on crit you can really see the difference. Like off crit, you can tell it's not crit, but on crit you can tell it has crit. Look at that, none of those crit there, but on we need to, in theory, test it against a higher health enemy, just so you can see it a bit better. But this is probably the best shotgun build you can actually get in the game. Right, we've got ourselves a blaster. I just want to single it out so you can see when it crits and when it doesn't crit. Right, none of those were crits, and then you can just easily tell with this guy when there's a crit, when there isn't a crit. The Double Boiler, really good shotgun. Tell you what though, I think the Pulsar might be better. I did like the Double Boiler when it came out, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm loving it. I love this weapon, but ooh, I tell you what, I think I want to use the Pulsar in the actual defense. Let me just mow through these guys. Nature, it can. Like shotguns already do a ton of damage when they hit husks, and look, I'm using nature on fire there and we're doing tons of damage. None of those were crit. That we saw a crit there. That is crazy. This guy increases that shotgun damage massively. I've also just thought maybe with the Stalwart Squire I could get a bit of gameplay with that. I'm not too sure if I want to craft that though, because where is it? I always forget where these weapons are. Where's the Stalwart Squire? I don't know the alphabet. Should be around here somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I can't craft it because I don't have planks. Maybe that's why it's not showing up. But I know that can have like literally the highest damage, but you need a pure crit damage build on that, and you'll have something like a 15% crit chance. I want to use the Pulsar and the Ground Pounder now. Here we go. Let's use the Pulsar on these guys. Just this guy, if you want a shotgun build, 100% you want to use this dude. And I tell you what, you probably want to use it with this shotgun, because this shotgun's actually crazy. I don't really see people use it, but this shotgun just does not get credit for how good it actually is. The Pulsar 9000. Look at that. I don't want this to turn into a Pulsar 9000 review. That's why I do have a few shotguns on hand just to switch around. Oh, this guy can turn a trashy shotgun into something amazing. I kind of wish I had a pretty bad shotgun on me. I'm going to say the Vacuum Tube Shotgun's the worst one I've got on me, because you could really see the difference between regular damage and then a crit. Why are they all fire enemies? We don't want fire. Right, I need to find a smasher or some more higher health enemies. If not, we'll just jump straight to the defense. Right, couldn't find any. Right, contains water enemies on this first defense. Now, if it's water, you 100% want to be using. I want to put the double boiler. You want to be using your nature enemies against water. But well, I was going to say, it just seems like there's blasters. Look at that. On crit, amazing. Off crit, rubbish with this weapon. But he can just turn an average shotgun that's built for crit into something crazy. Crazy, crazy good. Hopefully the second defense has nature enemies just so I can get a bit of ground pounder in there. I would like that. This whole build as well, just because of the... I think I've got a survivalist on it, yeah. Let me just check if I did have survivalist on here. Yeah, just because of the survivalist Jonesy on here, he just helps you out be so tanky. It really does, so you're not going to go down. Because you want, with shotguns, you're going to be close quarters anyway. You can't really do anything from range. I mean, double boiler, arguably you can get a bit of range on there. Like so, but... You just want to be close with shotguns, and having that survivalist Jonesy on there is a massive must if you're doing a shotgun build. Absolute must. Like, he's not really a must on many builds or heroes, although I do put him on quite a lot of them just because it's kind of nice just to have that bit of extra health there coming every while. But he's a must with the shotguns, because if you don't have him on, you're going to be, you know, if these guys hit me, I'm getting slowed. And then they're just going to keep hitting me. I'm losing my health massively. I've not used my warcry yet. We need to make use of warcry. Let's try. Let's try a bit of warcry. Oh no, the blaster's gone. They nature enemies? Okay. Oh, it's an encampment. That's why. Let's use the warcry. Oh, we need the crits. There's a crit, I think. It's just crazy. I'm going to put a turret up because I want survivalists to give me some eliminations back here. Let's just let them do that. I need my health back. We got to smash it as well. Look at that. You can see when we crit and when we didn't crit. The Stat Smasher was the best one to test the vacuum tube shotgun. Right. Use a bit of the double boiler now. See if we can get a one shot. Oh. Bit optimistic. Hoping I could one shot it from that range. We'll switch to the ground pounder and the Pulsar 9000 next wave. Just so we're getting a bit more shotgun in there. Like, if I could... I mean, I can craft, you know, 5-6 more different shotguns, but I don't want to overdo it. So you're only getting, like, one... I mean, you kind of get the gist of it. You just... The extra crit damage is very, very useful. For a long time as well, this guy was actually one of my mains. I just liked shotguns as a whole. Especially when the double boiler came out, I just mained this guy loads because the absolute damage you're doing, and I very, very, very rarely actually went down. Started without me. Okay, we got fire, so I know fire on fire isn't perfect, but ground pounder, again, a really good shotgun to use. Very fast fire rate. Gets through the small enemies like they're not even there. Look how easy we get through these guys. And pretty accurate and a decent bit of range as well on the ground pounder. Oh my gosh, I've got bot aim today. But you can... I keep saying this, but you can see that was not a crit. That was a crit. Just look at the difference on that. That is what I've been trying to get. Well, the first one off crit, like that, and the second one on crit. No, we got 2 off crits. It's just much better to see how good this guy is with shotguns. The funny thing, I've said this already, but shotguns do a ton of damage anyway. It's like a sniper build. You never really have a sniper build. Oh, we're not getting any crits there. But sniper builds is not... Especially like if you just use an obliterator. I mean, something like that type of sniper. Not really a crank shot. But you don't need a build around an obliterator just because it does a ton of damage. And that's kind of the same with shotguns. You don't need a build around shotguns. But that extra damage is just absolutely crazy sometimes. I believe when the Stalwart Squire first came out, myself included and other people, we were getting... like around 3 million when we were hitting, and that was months ago, and I could probably get around 5 million now. If I replace the crit rating with an extra crit damage on the Stalwart Squire, I'm just going to quickly have a look at it again. Where is it? Look at that, we've got crit rating, crit damage, crit damage, crit damage. Oh, maybe you can't change that extra crit rating, I'm not too sure. Maybe you can't, I don't think you'll be able to. But even so, 680% crit damage we were getting there. That is... You hit hard. You hit really hard. The only downside with why I'm really not using that is because I believe it had one mag size and it's got like a 3-second reload. It's just far too long, and it's only got a 38% chance to crit anyway, so it's kind of really unlikely we're going to crit, and it's just too time consuming. Although I could revisit the Stalwart Squire. Okay, we're getting no crits here. There we go, that last one was a crit. I could revisit the Stalwart Squire and get another video on it, because it has been ages, and I am power 131 now. Oh, that was lovely. And Rex Jonesy would work really well in support on that as well. That extra damage. No, I forgot. You have to shoot above them to destroy the right Huskies. There you go. Right, back to our ground pounder. I could have crafted the backbreaker. It was actually oxidized mineral powder I was out of. I only have 27. You need 30 to craft one, which is kind of unfortunate. You don't half get overwhelmed by lobbers in these missions. What is up today? No crits, no crits. Come on, let me crit. I need to do another off crit on crit. They're really nice to see the difference. Come on. Just like to see how much this guy actually does. Off crit. Off crit again. On crit. On crit. It's just crazy, it really is. Just going to heal myself up, put another turret down so we get our health back so we're not going down. Again though, I've been pretty much in the actual husk spawns quite a lot of this defense, and I haven't gone down yet. It really helps out. Survivalist helps out massively. Your adrenaline rush again helps out. These turrets work with your survivalist as well. Oh, that was mad. There we go. 900,000 we got there. Yes, if you love shotguns 1,000,000%, you're going to want this hero as your commander. If you don't have this hero as your commander, or if you're not in Twine Peaks, I guess, so you can't get the legendary perk, I would say, what's she called? Renegade Raider? I don't know what she's called in Save the World. I've completely forgot her name. But whoever does Shell Shock to increase the shotgun damage, that's probably your next best hero to have as your commander. So that was Buckshot Raptor. Now, like I've said, you don't always have to increase the extra damage on shotguns, but this guy, he can turn that medium, you know, okay shotgun to something absolutely crazy. Like, we got a couple of those times with the ground pounder toward the end, where we'd hit off crit and it did something like 10% damage. We did an on crit, then it would just completely eliminate that husky, that was the perfect example of what I was trying to show that whole game. We kept getting off crit, off crit, off crit, or crit, 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 crit in a row. So it was kind of nice to we actually got an off crit, then an on crit. That's what I was trying to aim for. But this guy's crazy, he really, really is. If you have a shotgun build, or you enjoy using shotguns 100%, you're going to want this guy as a main. If you can't, you know, if you don't have this guy, probably, is it Shrapnel Headhunter or Raider? I think it's Shrapnel Headhunter actually. Again, you're going to want her as your main just for that extra 50% damage in the commander slot anyway. But this guy 100% as your main if you can get those crit builds on there with those legendary perks, just so you're critting more frequently. But I'm going to leave this here. Do let me know what you guys thought of this. Let me know what hero you'd like to see next. And as always, thank you for watching.